Hello, thank you so much for listening to video number 2. Oh, and I forgot to thank you last time for signing up to be a part of this email blast in the first place. I really appreciate that you're wanting to stay informed and be involved with me and my mission, and hopefully my mission and your mission are the same. It's very exciting, isn't it? Nice to be a team. So, as a team member, I would like to share another tip with you. Now remember, before I get into the tip, that this is all about trying to get you interested in helping me with that family that I want to go to next, because I just don't have the funds. And it's a wonderful family, a big family, a mother and a father and a child and some daughters, and they're in the mess of Israel's political climate, and the son has had all kinds of violence issues. Come on, help me get there. Because, you know, in this day and age with what's going on, they're going to have trouble getting help, and I'd like to be the one helping. All right? So let's get into your tip. So I told you about 4 compliments to 1 correction. But what about motivators? Have you thought about how to motivate your child? I bet you have. I bet you some professional has said to you, what's your child motivated by? And you might even have said, nothing. My child isn't motivated by anything. But you were wrong. And here's how you were wrong. So often we forget that what the child likes to do, the stim, is the motivator. So the problem with the word motivator is everybody thinks it means something like motivated to get a job, motivated to go to school, motivated to learn their math. It doesn't. It means I want to do it. So if your child wants to sit and go like this, the motivator is going like this. That's a pretty hard one to work with, so I'm not going to use it as an example. Let's try this one. Lots of the kids I know like to grab a piece of leaf or grab a reed out of the ground or a piece of grass. It's a really common one. One of my sons was way into it, still is. And so how do you use that to teach? Well, you keep your 4 compliments. Remember to keep them everywhere. And you add what you want to teach to the motivator. So let's say I pull up in my car and there's these great reeds and they're blowing in the wind like this, ooh, calling to your child, come and pick me, flick me around. And you say, look at those fantastic reeds in the wind. First, you have to take off your seatbelt. Then you have to tie on your shoes and you can get out of the car. So you've added what you wanted to teach. Maybe they're always taking their shoes off in the car and you want them to put on their shoes before they leave. You don't want to be the one putting the shoes on them every single time. So now they have to put on their shoes, then they can get out, and both of you, this is the most important part, both of you go and grab a reed. I'm calling it a reed, but perhaps weed would be a better word. Why would you both do it? Because the biggest problem that I see with using the motivator that's a stim is that most people, and I want you to think about how you're working with your child, most people will say, okay, it's time for you to do the thing you like to do. And then they'll go do the thing they like to do, which might be work on the computer or write down notes about the benefits you've seen. But the problem with that is listen to me please, you're telling the child that they are different, that what they like you don't like, that what they like is weird, that what they like has no value when you do that. But if you go and you grab one as well and you go like this and you go, I don't really get it, honey. What about, I can make a circle with it. You don't have to like the same thing, but something similar in what they love. And then by doing that, you grow it bigger. You show them that you love it too. You use their motivator because they have a motivator, and you get something you want. Voila! A lesson has been learned. Now, go and hit that link so that you can go to either Indiegogo, jumping ahead, and you can always watch the 3rd one anyway. You don't have to wait. Give us some money so we can help this family in Israel. And if you're not into giving to me, remember, I'm willing to give to you. In fact, you can do both. You can get my gift, which is Miracles Are Made, a real-life guide to autism, for shipping only, and you can also give us money to help the family in Israel. There's one more coming. Tip number 3 on its way. Thanks for visiting.